Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
I just felt like anything I say, people are going to say I'm talking about her. Anything she say, people want.
Clarissa Shields is no longer staying on the sidelines, and things are rapidly spiraling out of control between her, Remy Ma, and Papoose. What initially began as mere rumors has now evolved into full-fledged drama, and Clarissa is making it clear to Remy where she stands. She's no longer observing from the sidelines. She's fully involved and ready for whatever unfolds next. If you've been keeping up with the situation, you're aware that Remy Ma and Papoose's seemingly perfect relationship has been unraveling for months. Once seen as relationship goals, it now seems like nothing more than a mess. It all started when rumors surfaced about Remy being unfaithful, which shook things up and led Papoose to make it clear that he was done with the games. Just when it seemed like he was ready to move on, Remy stepped in with her own words. She began throwing jabs, making it clear that she wasn't pleased with Papoose's new situation. Though she's been acting as if she's unfazed, it's evident that she's angry. Remy has been subtly throwing shade at Papoose, dropping sly remarks that show her disapproval of his new relationship.
Pap can't cook nothing. Like, he made an egg like 10 years ago, a scrambled egg, and was like, you would have thought he hit the Powerball, like the way he was acting.
Here's the thing. Clarissa Shields is not someone you want to mess with. The moment she heard about Remy's shady comments, she jumped into action, making it clear she wasn't going to sit idly by while Remy talked reckless. Clarissa quickly fired back with a message that got everyone talking, bluntly warning Remy to watch her words before she ends up facing consequences.
Hey, y'all see what's going on? It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
There's all this talk about you and rapper Papoose being in some sort of secret relationship while he's still married to Remy Ma. She put some stuff out on the internet. Give me your words in the description of what's really going on.
They got to figure that out over there. So it's not a thing of me having the issue with her. My only issue is why you leaked my number.
Okay.
It ain't no thing, oh, I want him and he's married to you. And it's not that. I'm a girl's girl. So when it comes to like that, that's not it. We all know that Remy was already out here having her little boy toy or whatever friend. He done said it that they were in a relationship 2 years.
Wow.
So don't look at me as, oh, you just came and messed up this happy home and stuff like that. Because that's not what happened.
Because that relationship was already over.
That was already over.
Okay.
So now that's their privacy and they didn't do that. But she's out with this guy parading around, whatever.
This is where things get really interesting. While Remy is out here acting bitter, Clarissa is standing strong, making sure everyone knows she's not someone to mess with. And the internet is loving every moment of it. Fans are already picking sides. Some believe Remy brought this on herself, while others think Papoose is moving on too quickly. But at the end of the day, one thing is clear. Clarissa isn't afraid of Remy, and she's not backing down anytime soon. Everyone once thought Papoose and Remy Ma were inseparable, the ultimate example of real love. But that fairy tale is now over. The internet is still in shock, trying to figure out how things fell apart so quickly. But if you look closely, the warning signs were always there. It started with rumors about Remy being unfaithful, and that's when people began to question her. Let's not forget, Papoose stood by Remy for 6 years while she was incarcerated. He stayed loyal, took care of their family, and even married her while she was still in prison, something most people wouldn't even consider doing for 6 months, let alone 6 years. But what did he get in return? Disrespect. The first major sign something was off came when Remy didn't even wish Papoose a happy Father's Day. This was a man who'd supported her, raised their daughter, and always had her back. Yet she couldn't take a moment to acknowledge him. That was when everyone knew something was wrong. Papoose didn't say much, but his actions spoke louder than words. Instead of waiting for her to say something, he posted a Father's Day message on Instagram with a family photo, but Remy wasn't in it. That move spoke volumes, showing the world that their so-called happy marriage was over. Now the truth is coming out, and it's looking like Remy wasn't as loyal as she let people believe. The internet is dragging her, saying she got too comfortable, thinking Papoose would always be there. Now that he's moving on, she's trying to play the victim. But here's the reality. She made her choice, and now she has to face the consequences. Fans are already picking sides, and most are supporting Papoose. They say he deserves better, and that Remy fumbled a good thing. Now she's upset because she lost her safety net. But what's wild is that this is just the beginning of the drama. Remy keeps talking, and Papoose is done staying quiet. He's finally speaking out and letting people know what really happened. Things are about to get a whole lot messier. Remy has taken it up a notch, and people are saying she's moving extra messy right now. Instead of handling her business privately, she leaked personal messages between Papoose and Clarissa Shields, trying to paint Papoose as the bad guy. But this move totally backfired. Instead of making Papoose look bad, she ended up making herself look more bitter. One of the leaked messages showed Clarissa telling Papoose, "You're the one who's married. If you can't even sleep on the phone with me or let me know you made it home safe, then what are we doing?" Now, Remy is trying to spin the story, making it seem like Papoose was cheating with Clarissa while they were still together. She even claimed she found these messages after Papoose fell asleep on the phone with Clarissa while in her house. But here's the twist. Clarissa wasn't having it. As soon as she saw what Remy was trying to do, she clapped back hard, putting Remy on blast. Not only did she deny anything inappropriate with Papoose, but she also flipped the entire situation, accusing Remy of being the one who cheated first.
It was a private situation and a private understanding of what was going on, and I respected that. You know what I'm saying? And I also know the facts.
Okay.
I know the facts of it. So it's not like, oh, this is a happy home and I'm just trying to steal somebody's man. That's not it. His private business is his private business, so I can't tell him to, oh, you should have told everybody. Like, no.
You letting him handle it the way he wants to handle
How you
it.
gonna handle it? Now, I don't know why she just came with all this energy and static toward me. I don't get it because they weren't together.
Okay.
You already have someone or two.
But they're living in the same home, so
Yeah.
that makes things a little different.
You live in the same home and you still got your situation over here though. You're still doing your thing. He's doing his thing.
What she essentially said was, "Don't try to play the victim now when you've been acting shady this entire time." And honestly, this is exactly what people expected from Remy. Instead of taking responsibility for her own mistakes, she's trying to paint Papoose as the one in the wrong. But in reality, he was probably just fed up with being disrespected. Papoose has always kept things low-key and private, never one to air his dirty laundry online. But even he couldn't stay quiet after Remy leaked those messages. Papoose finally spoke out, clearing things up. He revealed that he had been asking for a divorce for some time, but Remy refused to address it like an adult. He also made it clear that she was the one who messed up first, but now that he's moving on, she's trying to turn the narrative and make herself out to be the victim. The internet is now watching closely to see what happens next, because Remy may have opened a can of worms that she can't close. She thought she was exposing Papoose, but instead, she only ended up looking desperate and messy. And with Clarissa standing firm, it looks like Remy may have just picked a fight she can't win. Papoose is done being silent, and now he's putting everything on the table.
We're no man. You know, I'm just not doing that. So he put out his statement and said what he said. You can take it for what you want to take it for.
What was that statement for those that don't know?
It was just, he moved on.
He moved on.
And she's angry about that.
For a while, people have been wondering what truly went down between Papoose and Remy Ma, and now he's finally revealing the truth. From what he's saying, it's clear he's had enough. He's officially done with Remy and has been trying to get a divorce, but she won't sign the papers. Now, the internet is questioning Remy, wondering why. If she's claiming that Papoose moved on too quickly, she won't just finalize the breakup and let him go. Papoose took to Instagram and posted a statement saying, "Sad to say, but Remy Ma is a narcissist. She repeatedly chose to cheat, and now that I've moved on, she's playing the victim. I've asked for a divorce many times, but she refuses to handle this maturely." I didn't want to go public for our daughter's sake, but I've had enough. That statement alone shut down all of Remy's excuses, because up until now, she's acted like Papoose just randomly left her. But Papoose is now saying, "Nope, I tried to make this official, and you're the one holding things up." Let's not forget, Remy has been acting shady for some time. People started questioning her loyalty to Papoose last year when rumors surfaced about her getting too close to battle rapper Easy the Block Captain. At first, she tried to brush it off as just business, but the more people dug, the worse it looked. Now it's starting to make sense that Papoose might have been trying to divorce her because he knew exactly what she was up to. What made people side with Papoose even more is that he's always been low-key and respectful. He's never been one to run to social media for attention. Even when rumors about Remy came out, he kept quiet. But now, he's reached a point where he's done protecting her image and is ready to move on with his life. This is why Remy is scrambling now. She's realizing for the first time that Papoose is really gone. The internet is now wondering if this is truly the end of Papoose and Remy Ma. Will she finally sign the divorce papers and move on, or will she continue dragging this out? Because from what it looks like, Papoose is done waiting, and once he makes up his mind, there's no turning back. Then, Easy the Block Captain spoke up, and what he revealed just added more fuel to the fire. For months, people speculated that there was something going on between Remy and Easy, and now it seems Papoose knew about it the whole time. Not only did he know, but according to Easy, Papoose was already suspicious and had been secretly listening in on Remy's conversations. Easy dropped a bombshell, saying Papoose had been spying on Remy for a while, and even bugged her car to record her conversations because he knew she was acting shady. If this is true, it means Papoose was losing trust in Remy long before it all became public. Easy also claimed that Papoose never confronted him directly, but he could tell something was off because Papoose started acting differently. At first, he thought it was just industry politics, but looking back, it all makes sense now. Easy realized that Papoose had been observing everything from the sidelines, just waiting to catch Remy slipping. Once he finally had proof, that's when he decided to walk away for good. Now, the internet is going wild because this isn't just a messy breakup anymore. It's turning into a full-blown scandal. People are wondering how long this has really been going on, especially if Papoose had already been recording Remy's conversations.